Welcome to part 7 of my Unreal Engine beginner tutorial series. In this video, we're going to take materials a step further and I'm going to show you how to adjust the map scale on materials. This is very simple, but it is just, I guess, a little bit odd because you have to combine a few nodes together. So this is a pretty basic thing that you need to know, so we can jump right into it. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you learned something. Okay, so we're going to be launching the engine. And I'm going to go Games. Next. We'll do third person again. Next. Make sure it's set to blueprints. Tut 7. Oops. Map scale. And I will be going a little bit faster than the last tutorial since we already have gone through just the process of creating a normal material. So I'll drop the cube in, drag that up, right click, material, whatever, just call it map scale, doesn't really matter. We'll save that. I will pull up my textures again. So I'm going to take color, gloss, drag all that in. Going to right click, save them. And now we can pop open the map scale. So I'm going to take in the color map, the normal map, and now I am going to add in those other nodes. So we're going to plug in the metallic. I'm going to rename this to metallic. I'm going to copy this down here. And I'm going to copy this down here. And as I mentioned in the previous tutorial, to copy them, click on this node, Control C, Control V, and you'll paste it in. So specular. And this is going to be the roughness. So metallic should be set to 0 because this is not a metallic material. Specular is 0.5 and the roughness we had at 0.3. So as I mentioned, this is great, the material setup, but how do we make it so that the material is actually bigger or smaller on our block? And we're going to do that by adding in a texture coordinate node. We're going to hold M for a multiply node. You can also just type in multiply here. And then we're going to hold S and we're going to make another scalar parameter. And we're going to call this one map scale. We're going to plug all this in here. Now, what we effectively have created is a way that Unreal Engine can tile the UV maps. So that's what we have here. So it's taking the texture coordinates and it's multiplying them by the amount that we want it to tile. So we're going to take this multiply, plug it into UVs, and we're going to plug this into the normal map UVs. Because if one of them is plugged in and the other one isn't, you're going to get different scales on them and it's not going to look right because the normal map is going to be displacing light in areas that don't line up with this. And if you have done this correct, you're just going to have this ball of color. And the reason is because right now the map scale is set to 0. So it's just taking this one point and it's just spreading that color across the entire object. So if we change this to 1, it's back to normal. And let me see if I can do, As you can see, when I'm doing this, it will automatically update. I'm not sure what's typically I might just have the preview set wrong. I feel like it normally automatically works right here, but it's not, you can actually see the map changing, but perhaps I'm just wrong about that. So as you can see, if we go bigger and bigger, the map scale is getting smaller and smaller. If we go back to 1, there it is. So let's make this 5, set the map scale. We can drag this onto our cube. And just like that, we now have the ability to control the map scale. So if I just drag this over like this, we're scaling up and down. We have much more control over our texture size now. And it's just one more step that we have just gotten through. This is just another way that you can get more control over how your materials are going to look inside of Unreal Engine. And it's just, like I said, all of these little steps that we are working towards making an ArchViz scene or a little game. So I hope you guys found this video interesting. I'll see you in the next one.